What it do? Welcome to the J-Boy Sports Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe to the videos. And even if you don't love everything that we do here, make sure that you do that anyway, because you can still help a brother out. I would definitely help you out. Make sure that you hit up the comment sections, because I love to have conversations with people, and I will definitely reply, because ball is life. Also, make sure you hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any of our content. With that said, let's jump right into the conversation. Gillie the Kid keeps it real with PG and basically says the 76ers are trash. But he also has a conversation with him that I think is fairly impressive. I've never seen somebody that is, I guess Gillie is a star. I mean, I don't know if I call him an A-list celebrity, but I mean, he gets people to pay attention. You could say whatever you want about him, but when he talks, I listen a little bit at least. You know, I like Gillie. I'm an Eagles fan, so as an Eagles fan, you know I got to rock with Gillie. He's the ultimate Eagles fan. He's Philly everything. I'm Eagles for football. I don't follow the 76ers like that. I'm not really a big Sixer fan. For basketball, I'm a Laker fan, okay? Don't ask questions. I'll tell you about it another day. But what was impressive about this interview is he was directly talking to Paul George. Paul George is sitting across from him. And he really told him what he thought. I don't know if I've ever seen this in my life, because the journalists and the analysts that really do this stuff professionally, that actually have the opportunity to meet and greet and talk to these athletes and have that level of access, they're always kissing their butts, because at the end of the day, they're multimillionaires, elite athletes, and most of the time, they don't want to rattle their feathers. The only other guy I see that's not afraid to do that, there's only two other guys that I've seen. Okay, Jason Whitlock and Skip Bayless. I feel like everybody else that gets their hands on these guys does it with kid gloves. You know what I mean? That's a journalist or an analyst. And Gillie's neither, right? He's a podcaster. But that's what's so cool about these podcasts now, is you have these new people entering the space that have access to these guys, but also are talking different. So check out what I'm saying when we listen to what Gillie had to say to PG, because he really kept it real the whole way through and said it. You could tell from his heart how much pain he was in. And what I also appreciate about this is that it's like a fan getting to talk to these elite athletes who don't understand what you go through as a fan. You know what I mean? Remember, the fans are the ones that are putting all this money into the athletes, supporting the team. We're the ones that are helping generate their money. Yes, they got to work for it too, but it's generated by fans, right? And imagine a fan getting to gain access to one of these elite guys and say, listen, this is what we see. You want to know why we feel this way? This is what we see. So shout out to Gillie for doing that. And let's listen, and then we'll discuss it afterwards. But really think about that. He is a fan that has the opportunity to meet with a famous elite level athlete and have a real conversation about, I don't think your effort is there. Straight to his face. Check it out.
I hate to be harsh, man, but I gotta speak what's the real, how we feeling, man. Bro, you played in there just as many games as you didn't play, bro. And it's getting to the point now where it's like, man, hey, man, rebuild all this, man. Because we don't even know if our motherfucking best player gonna be available, man. Like, it ain't no doubt to me that Joel Embiid is the best fucking player on the planet. I say that all the fucking time. The only difference is we don't know what the we gonna get every night, man. Oh, we might come out one night, I'm about to give you 50 and 20. Come on in. And we might come out the next night and he might just settle for 17 footers all day. The one thing about Giannis is you know you gonna get maximum fucking effort every fucking night, man. So that just be my problem, bro. Philadelphia, we like to see effort. Allen Iverson didn't win. He will always be the GOAT around this because he put in 100% effort. He left everything on the floor. It's not because he won. It's not Brian Dawkins never won around here. He will always be a GOAT because when our eyes looked at Brian Dawkins, it said he gives up maximum fucking effort every single time.
Every snap.
Every snap. Jason Kelsey, same thing. It's just fuckers around that you be like, why are they GOATs? Because when we watch them, We watch him give up maximum effort and put the life on the line. And we respect that. We a hard-working city that ain't got, bro. You gotta understand, when the Eagles lose, it feel like your cousin died, bro.
And so that was a very passionate expression of how he feels about his city sports from Gillie the Kid. And, you know, that was a very passionate speech, man. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Again, I'm an Eagles fan. When the Eagles lose, I feel it in my soul. More so than I haven't felt that way about the Lakers in a long time. But depending upon the game, that's how I felt. When we lost in the playoffs, it felt, you know, nerve-wracking. And it's crazy. Sports is emotional even for you as a fan. And I'm a little older now, so I don't look at it the exact same way. But I have to admit, there's a part of me that, you know, you want your team to win. And the Eagles just won the Super Bowl, so I'm on cloud 9. But at the end of the day, you don't never want to see them lose, man. You don't never want to see them lose. It hurts. Every game. But we didn't lose a lot last year, so, you know, I was happy most of the time. But literally, if the Eagles lost at like 1 o'clock or something, because I'm in the Eastern time zone, so the games start at 1. If they lose at like 1 o'clock, I ain't watching no more football for the rest of the day. I no longer care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care what happens. Unless we're still in the lead and maybe I need the Cowboys to lose, who I hate, or somebody like that. Used to hate the Patriots a lot, but I don't care now. They're irrelevant without Brady and Belichick. So, but everything Gillie said was facts, and he said it right to Paul George's face. And I hope the message got through to Paul George, because it's easy to say, oh, fans are just fans, and who cares what they have to say. That's easy. Well and good. But when another person that has a platform that speaks for a lot of people and how they feel very passionately about their sport says it to you, hopefully that kicks in. You know, and he said Joel Embiid specifically, but he was talking to the whole Sixer team. You understand? The whole team. And, you know, he's like, we're ready. If y'all not going to play, then shut it all down, restart it, get us somebody that cares. Because, you know, he said when Joel plays and cares, he's the best player on the planet. That's what he said. Do I agree with that? Not me personally. I think SGA is the best player on the planet. But I hear what he's saying. As a Sixer fan, that's what he feels. And Joel Embiid, when healthy and locked in, is one of the best players in the league, in the world. But when is that? And he mentioned that Giannis gives maximum effort. I haven't liked the way Giannis is one of my favorite players, and I haven't liked the way Giannis has been losing recently in the playoffs. And some of that blame falls on him. Some of that blame falls on the organization. But he does give maximum effort, and he tries. You know that he's trying to give it everything that he can. His game is built on that. Just 100 miles an hour. So you're going to see it. But Gillie also mentioned something that I think is extremely important that people don't understand about sports. Nowadays in basketball, people get caught up in ring culture. But it's disgusting. It's like ring chasing culture. You understand? I don't have a problem with people judging you based on your ring count. That's not an issue for me. But where I do want to judge you on is, are you running around from team to team and you're already an elite player and you just can't settle down because you're trying to win rings, but you never mastered the game and actually figured out how to be a great player, so that's why you can't win, because you don't know how to fight through adversity, in my opinion? You know what I mean? He mentioned players like Allen Iverson, one of the GOATs of basketball. Yes, and he's ringless. But you know why he's one of the GOATs? Because he gave maximum effort. He put his heart into every single play. This man was like, I don't give a dang about practice. Practice? We talking about practice. But every night on the court in game, he was willing to die. Win, lose, tie, draw. When you see that type of effort, you get behind a person like that. Everybody's not always going to be successful. That's a part of life. I got it. But what you can control is your effort. And how your effort looks matters. It matters. You can't tell me you're giving maximum effort if I don't see it. Your words don't mean squat if I don't see the effort. They don't mean anything to me if I don't see the effort. I need to see the effort. Right? I need to see the effort. If I don't see the effort, I don't care. You telling me that, oh, this is my best, If that's your best, I don't need to be watching you. Get him out of here. Trade him. He mentioned Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins is the heart and soul of anybody that is a Philadelphia Eagle fan. And if you loved football and you watched Brian Dawkins, it doesn't matter what team you are a fan of. You have no choice but to respect this man's heart and effort. I don't know if there's a person. I don't get geeked out over a lot of people. I would rather meet Brian Dawkins than Michael Jordan. You understand? I'm dead serious. I'm not joking at all. I would love to meet Brian Dawkins. I don't want to meet Michael Jordan nowhere near as much as I'd love to meet Brian Dawkins. Does Brian Dawkins have any rings? Absolutely not. Like Gillie said, he ain't won squat. But it doesn't matter. He was close a few times. And the effort that this man gave on the football field was contagious. He doesn't have a Mamba mentality type thing, but whatever he has was an aura that surrounded him. He was like a Dragon Ball Z character that could raise his power level. And you saw the aura growing around him. That's Brian Dawkins. Win, lose, tie, draw, didn't matter. The heart, the effort was undeniable. It was contagious. You felt Brian Dawkins in your soul. Pause. No Diddy, no baby oil, no bad boy. You felt it. You understand? You felt it. And that's what Gillie was trying to relay to Paul George. It's in your gut. And when you don't show that, when you don't come to play every game, when you don't look to dominate, when you don't look to take over your opponent, to choke them out, to survive and be the last one standing, we don't want it. Keep it. In fact, ship it out. Yuck. It's disgusting. And the Sixers, all of you, need to realize that. And you play in a city with the Eagles, who are already about that life. Jalen Hurts is about that life. Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Zach Bond. Shout out Zach Bond, my guy. What a season. Cooper DeJean, right? Quinyon Mitchell, Quinyon Island, Guantanamo Bay. That's what you want from a team. Doesn't matter what sport. That's what you want from a team. And if it ain't that, nobody wants it, especially not in Philadelphia. I'm not from Philadelphia, but I am on the East Coast. And when I go to see the Eagles play, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm a part of the city. That's my team. You understand? And I know the people of that city when I'm over there. And I look at the other fans and I feel the same way. If you're not going to put in effort, oh, you're going to hear it. Philly people are different too. I ain't that different. Them people are crazy. They'll tell you they're crazy. Gillie crazy. That's Philly. But they real. There's no fakeness. And that's what I appreciate about them. And that's why I love that team. You know what I mean? So Gillie hit it right on the head. And he did something special to me. He got to tell an elite level athlete what a fan feels when you guys half butt it. Because I don't like to cuss. I don't like to curse. But when you half butt it, and you can figure out what word I'm switching for butt. When you half butt it, we know. And I, and many fans, hate it. We hate it. Especially Philly, hard-nosed, hard-working city, out the mud. Nah, B. We see that, you might as well be dead to us. You might as well be dead. So, with that being said, I really appreciate you guys listening to this video. I hope you listen to the whole thing, and I hope you really grasp the message. I'm trying to build a following on here and a community on here of people that truly care about the game and look deeper than just nonsense, right? We can sit up here and talk about the nonsense that every other channel talks about, and not all of them, some of them. But let's keep it real, man. There's so much meaning in sports. Let's look into that. Let's see what that is. Where's the emotion? Where's the feeling? Right? Don't just be on the surface. What is behind all this? What matters? Pay attention to the details. Be specific. And that's what we do on this channel. So I appreciate your time. Hopefully you made it this far. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Make sure you comment, because I love to have conversations with people and reply, because ball is life, right? Ball is life. And with that said, I really appreciate you taking the time. I'm very humble. Much love.
Tell that somehow you'll never get over leaving me. And when you feel like coming back,